pleasant good night to you, Tobago, and of course Trinidad and Tobago by extension. I am Kamisa Lincoln, and we are on Inside the Game. Now, of course, I usually have a very interactive gentleman, hyper gentleman with me, but unfortunately, he's not here with me tonight, Mr. Cricket. He's somewhere trying to get to the studio. Hopefully, he gets here. If he does not get here on time, I'm here to hold on until he gets here, or maybe for the whole show. This evening we have a few things that, of course, that we're going to be talking about, and I will have to make up with guests, of course. This weekend we had a fantastic showdown at the stadium. We had the junior champs, the NGC National Junior Champs happening this weekend. So, of course, you know, it's a must, it's tradition. We must have the winners on. And, of course, you should be familiar with them because they were here as they would have won the NGC National Juvenile Champs. So they are back again to basically shed some light on some things that have been circling. And of course, to say what this championship means to them. Where do they go from here? Of course, you would hear me mistaking and say we, because of course I am part of that team. Right? If you hear my voice, I'm sounding a bit different tonight. It's because I left my voice at the Dwight York Stadium on Sunday because I was shouting. Right, so of course we have that to talk about tonight, and of course we have a few events and stuff that we have coming up. We have some reviews, some games that would have happened last week. So we have some stuff in store for you, although Mr. Cricket is not here. I'm here to hold it down. Right, so you're in safe hands. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Of course, we're going to have the coaches coming up next. So we'll be right back on Inside the Game.
Let's go! Advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your...
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards.
Welcome to the Big Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is making.
Nobody lives here.
Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides Marine and Tobago fishermen.
When will the
Sion Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
Of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still
at the
find
island
treasures like the Golden
continue
Waterfall.
to rise in Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Let's go!
And we are back. We are back on Inside the Game, of course, that show that is informative, interactive, and downright entertaining. Of course, before the break, I promised you that we would have two persons. I would have two persons here. These are my co-coaches. We have Mr. Kern Thorm and Miss Carissa Jacob. We have them on set. But before we get to interviewing them, we are going to head into some clips because for those of you who would have missed the treat this weekend, we have some clips that we can show you back. So here are the clips from this weekend.
Kyla Young of Dabadi Progressive, having her attempt there, girls under 20 javelin. Hit one of the boys under 15, 400 meters. The winner in the top four on time after 4 heats advanced to the finals. Let's see who is taking an early lead here. Looks to be Young on the inside from Zenith. And Hernandez or Semper of Stallions. Semper of Stallions on the inside, making up the ground on all on the outside. 200 meters to go. Who are you backing for this one? Heat 1 of the boys under 15, 400 meters. Let's cheer them on. The winner in the top 4 to the finals, and Semper on the inside. But Young of Zenith fighting back. Semper of Stallions in lane number 1. Malik Young of Zenith. And oh my goodness, Semper is down. But Young followed by, looks to be Abilene Wildcats, Romeo. Section Heat 3 of the boys and Heat 2 of the boys. 400 meters heats. Yes, let's see who is leading in this one. Brian Scott of Burnley and Cheslin Gordon of RSS Phoenix on the inside. Let's see as we come into the final bend. 400 meters, Brian Scott of Burnley, followed by Cheslin Gordon of RSS Phoenix. And is the winner going to advance for sure in the finals, Cheslin Gordon. And we saw him in the hurdles, running away with this one quite comfortably. Set. And they are off. Heat 1, girls under 17, 400 meters. Let's see, and Kaori Robley has zoomed into the lead of Kaizen Panther. She's the 2019 NACAC age group under 15 silver medalists in the heptathlon, winning that medal over there in El Salvador. And she's not mixing matters in the heats. Kaori Robley of Kaizen Panthers. As we cheer them on 3 heats, the top 2 and the next 2 fastest on times. Let's cheer them on. And Rashida Cave, she won the pole vault last weekend. She is in contention, the top 2 advancing to the finals. 100 meters to go. It's Robley on the inside, followed by Cave. Robley of Kaizen Panthers and Rashida Cave. And this is not a walk in the park. They are battling to the finish. And Angel Davidson of Mason Hall.
All right, that was some fantastic stuff. There's some fantastic clips. Obviously, we also need to thank Tobago Sports Live. Listen, the job that these guys do is amazing. Karen, you are bringing to you, sorry, these events live, right? So in case you didn't know, this event was live, so and thank you for them, for the clips. Now, of course, in that last race, you would have seen Rashida Cave, one of RSS Phoenix. I would say one of the top athletes. I will have the coaches clarify that. However, one of the first things that I want to clarify is what RSS stands for. Because, of course, I know what it stands for, but the public needs to know. We have heard so many different things this week, and I know it's an ongoing battle where that is concerned. However, I would like you to tell the public what RSS stands for.
Right, so RSS stands for Rising Superstars and not Roxborough Secondary or anything of this sort. Rising Superstar Phoenix Youth and Sports Club.
Right, so people, you heard it here. RSS stands for Rising Superstars, nothing else. All right, contrary to what was reported before. It's Rising Superstars Phoenix Youth and Sports Club. All right, so of course, thank you guys once again for coming on. I know, obviously, we would have been here a few weeks ago. We would have won the national juvenile title, and you would have copped the junior title this weekend. How does it feel?
I don't even think I have the words for it. I'm still on a high from juveniles, and then to come and have won the junior championship is like doubling the high. So I haven't come down as yet. I must say that I'm very proud of our athletes. They gave a lot of effort and heart, and I must say that I appreciate them and their parents for the support a lot.
What about you, Mr. Tom?
Well, I think it's a tremendous feeling, a humbling one also. We have a lot of athletes who came into track and field not too long ago, and to win a championship with that batch of athletes, the batch that we have, is a humbling feeling, but it also shows that the hard work was done, and it gives a level of satisfaction because many times you up late in the night, you going to work, straight to training, you're staying up, you're doing other stuff, you're planning workouts, you're trying to think about how what we can do to get them to the level that they're supposed to be. So, I mean, it's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. All right, so the team that won, which is, of course, Rising Superstar Phoenix, they would have won with 761 points. Coming second was Cougars with 426 points. Now, to start off the junior champs, there would have been the pole vault competition in Trinidad. In case, well, obviously a lot of you would not have known that, but the pole vault, the equipment was too big to come to Tobago. We spoke about it last week when we talked to Mr. Commiss Young. Right, the pole vault equipment was too big to come to Tobago, but the person that I would have spoken about earlier is Miss Rashida Cave. And of course, you guys took down a few athletes down there, and they would have competed first, second, and third. I mean, although they were basically alone, in some categories they had another club participating with them, but they were basically alone. How did it feel to carry down, actually for the first time, carry down pole vault athletes?
It's something that we always wanted to try for a long time, so we finally got the opportunity. We didn't have much practice for the event, but we did try to be very creative in our training, and in the process we learned that the kids is something that they like. So I mean, when we arrived in Trinidad and they saw how big the mat was and the level of fear, that just disappeared, and they were just going and going and going and clearing heights and continue going. And persons don't know, but Rashida Cave, she won the girls under 17 category, and she actually went as high as attempting the national record, which was 2.2 meters. On the third attempt, she got very, very close to clearing. So that shows that if we take all the events more seriously in Tobago, there's a lot of opportunities for our children to excel and to go away in many different events, because there are a lot of stuff that we don't really take serious.
Okay. Nice, you heard it. First time in the pole vault competition, and we had one athlete that actually almost broke the standard, right? So definitely, what are your intentions for years to come? Because I mean, if we have this pile of athletes that have done so well, especially the first time getting into the event, what do you expect? Do you intend to continue? Is it something you intend to continue?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Like Quinn said, they thoroughly enjoyed it. Once they realized that, hey, it's not as scary as we thought it would have been. They just kept going, and it's something that we definitely want to continue. The training that we did, the little training that we did, I knew that there was some fear, you know, because we didn't have the equipment. Those things are very expensive.
Yes.
So we had to be innovative and come up with ways in which to teach the basic skills. And from the time they got to Trinidad and they did the first run and they got over the bar, they were like, yeah, we're ready to go, we're ready to go. So it's definitely something we're going to continue. We're not going to discard that for sure.
Okay, nice. So now the first place points was 761. And the second place points was 426. That's a huge gap. Did you guys expect to win by such a huge gap?
No.
No. No, we first of all, we didn't even expect to win. We just came into the competition to do our best. And when we look at the day one scores, we realized that we were ahead. And we told them that we were ahead on day two, the morning of day two. We said our prayers and we just went to work again.
Yes. Yes. Now, obviously, I'm a part of this squad and I was there. And for me, telling them that we were ahead just made them want to push for it so much more. Now, we had athletes basically participating in many different events. And of course, you'll know when I'm here, I wear a different hat to anywhere else. So tonight I'm wearing my interview hat. And there were persons on the ground, you know, were saying that we are athletes in too much things and all that. But what preparation did you do to facilitate that? I mean, we had athletes all over, but of course we would have done preparations. So tell the people, what did you do?
Our training, basically, we teach a lot of different things on different days, and they get an opportunity to do something that we call repeats. You do a run, you have a short period of rest, you go again, you rest again, you go again, and we do different distances within that. So it prepares an athlete probably for the 400, for the 800, for the 1500 meters at the same time, because, you know, they just go in, and the muscles learning to do different things. But it's a championship, and as you said, they did multiple events, and that's something that is actually an event in itself, the Maltese.
Right.
So, I mean, we will specialize them when need be. For example, if we're going into any trials, character trials, or we would specialize them, but they wanted to do everything, and we gave them the opportunity because our kids love having fun.
Of course. And I mean, as we were hearing some of the things on the ground, at one point in time, you know, the under 20 girls, that was the last relay on the grounds. We were telling them, you know what, all can relax, we win, we could scrap that. And the girls were determined. We didn't even know that they were on the track until we heard RSS Phoenix in lane, I think it was 2, and Bertley in lane 3. And then they happened to win that relay. Listen, these kids were so determined. They didn't care what it took. They just wanted to win that day. And it just goes to show the determination that was embedded to them, of course, by their coaches and whoever else was involved in their preparation. Right? So tell us about the medals. How much medals? What was the medal count like? How many gold? How many silver? How many bronze?
I believe we had 15 gold. 15 gold, 16 silver, and 21 bronze. So that's a large quantity. So we had a total of 52 medals.
Yes, a total of 52 medals. Of course, we had more medals. Now, we had more bronze in this case. So what is what is it going to be like to get those bronze into golds and silvers? How are we planning to move forward when it comes to their program?
You know, the saying goes, when you do hard work, the reward is more hard work. When you win, the reward is more.
Good. I hope they're listening. I hope they're hearing this.
So they have more work to do, a lot of hard work. But I think they're up to the task, honestly. They're up to the task. They give when we ask them to give.
All right. Mr. Tom, what you have to tell me?
Well, I placed something in our athletes chat. I think it was either this morning or night before. Demand more of yourself, right? So that means that we will be demanding more of them.
Of course.
And if they demand more of themselves, they would put in the work, because we wouldn't have to beg for them to put in the work, right? So I guess going forward, that's going to be one of the main things that we're going to be putting in their heads and in their mind, is continue to demand more of yourself to get to where you want to get.
All right, good. And of course, that would be the last thing happening. That was the last event happening for this season. So how are you going forward? What is it? What's up for right now?
Right now, rest.
Rest.
Even
so well deserved the rest.
Even the coaches require rest.
We're still tired from a year of coaching. We've been coaching since August of last year, and it's now July, and you know, we need a period of rest, at least 4 to 6 weeks, and we're gonna come back hitting the ground
running, literally.
Hitting the ground running. All right, guys, you would have heard it here. We have Coach Jacob, my girl, Coach Jacob and Coach Tom, and of course, in that aspect, I'm Coach Cams, and we are from Rising Superstar Phoenix, nothing else. Rising Superstar Phoenix. Of course, you can follow us on our various social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow us, see what we have been up to, see the motivational things that we tell our athletes, see some of the things that we do. Of course, if you want to be a part of this club, a part of this team, you can contact us on our various social medias. Let us know you want to be a part of the team. It's easy, it's simple. On Saturday, we have our last recruiting day until next time. That does not mean that you cannot join the club. It just means that that is your time or that is your day to show us what you have. Yeah, so you could come out. We will be at the Dwight York Stadium. Come out and show us what you have. Be a part of the team for pre-season, which is to come, right? So right now, we are on a period of rest. That is after Saturday. We're going to be on a period of rest, and we are expected to hit the ground running. So come and run with us, yes?
7:30 on Saturday.
From 7:30 on Saturday. I had Mr. Tom explain that to me. Yes, the time is important. From 7:30 on Saturday. So get out there, drink a cup of tea, and make your way to the stadium, right? So, guys, we'll be right back. We'll take a short break now. We'll be right back with some more information for you. Join us back on Inside the Game.
426 points, and the national junior champions, RSS Phoenix, 754 points. Oh Lord, RSS coming to do the victory lap. Now RSS won the juvenile champs, and now they are the junior champions. So let's hear it for RSS Phoenix. The National Junior Champion Club for 2022, RSS Phoenix.
Let's go!
Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your...
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
On Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. To our
Comes to
top
Tobago
story.
Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here.
Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearside's marine
in Tobago fishermen.
When will the
Sion
Roxborough
Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still
at the
find
island
treasures like the golden
continue to
waterfall.
rise in Tobago.
Let's go!
I see what I've heard before. Do I have to start over? Because I think I do. Right? I don't think you guys are hearing me. My mic was off, all right? But producer just whisper in my ears, your mic off. All right. So that person, I was just saying that person who was shouting RSS just before we went on the break, that person in the clip that you saw shouting RSS, that was me. That's why my voice sounds like this for today. It has not fully recovered. This track and field season has taken away a lot from my voice. So, of course, moving on from that, we had some football happening on the island on Monday. The under-16 team was in action. We had Jarek Titans versus Harborview. Now, Harborview is a team, under 16 team, coming out of Jamaica. Now, they were invited to Trinidad and Tobago, well, really to Trinidad, by a team down there, and they took the opportunity to come over to play some of our boys here on the island. This game took place at the Plymouth Recreational Grounds. It started at 6 p.m. And, of course, we have some clips for you.
The bellies, the butterflies was buzzing in the bellies. Yeah, everything was just flaming for the boys right now because they came down very early. Very, very early.
No, you want to get back to the game, so we'll chat to you after. That's Mr. Donald Stewart, the manager of Jarek Titans.
Scoring was a fantastic Titans equalizing, then Harborview scoring again, Titans equalizing, just by Jarek Titans and then of course they scored at this point. Harborview then took the lead again, turning it to 4. It went to the boys. I don't know if it was that And then there was one more. And the game actually ended with this one. The game ended with this one, and the score ended up being 7-3. So the boys, seeing the game, the boys actually did pretty well. They kept up with Harborview. I don't know if it is that they were fatigued or what the situation was, but they end up losing the game by 7-3. But we do applaud the two teams. It was, of course, a fantastic experience for them, and experience is one of the greatest teachers. Yes, it was a fantastic experience for them. So of course, if you are watching, anybody from the Caribbean countries, and you are watching and you want to come challenge our boys, or you want to send a challenge for them to come over, of course we are all about development. I don't think any clubs here is going to have a problem with that. Yes, so that's basically all the sports we have for you tonight. Of course, I want to big up Miss Kiefer Devines. Now, Miss Kiefer Devines is the only Tobagonian on the women's rugby team, the national team, that would have traveled to Jamaica. She is on the women's 12s, right? She is in Jamaica, and their first game will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I think you can watch them on YouTube. They are going to be live on YouTube. So I just want to big up Kiefer. I applaud her for making the national team, and of course I know she's a fantastic rugby player, and she will go out there and make us proud. So we do wish them all the best of luck in that game tomorrow. I know the men's under 19 team would have played today. Unfortunately, I know for sure that they lost their first game. I did not keep up with the second game, but we wish them the best of luck. That's the most that we can do, right? In addition to that, of course, we have some upcoming events, and you know we like to keep you informed about whatever we have coming up on the island, because of course we are informative, interactive, and entertaining, right? So we have the Super One Shots. It's a one-day tournament, mixed netball, right? It's 8 aside, 5 women, 3 males. And this is going to be taking place on the 20th of August, of course, at the Shore Park Recreational Grounds on the netball court. Registration per team is $500. Of course, over $10,000 in prizes to be won. So if it is you have your netball team and you feel free to go out, you feel that you could win some of that prize money or whatever prizes they have for you, feel free to go out. Please pay attention to the registration deadline. It's the 10th of the 8th, 2022. So pay attention to the registration deadline, and don't hurt the people's head on the day when you now want to come with a team. Yeah? The division is going to be keeping their sports camp, community development, youth development, and sport. I haven't yet gotten accustomed to that name. So it's community development, youth development, and sport. They are keeping their annual sports camp. Usually they keep this sports camp, but obviously because of COVID reasons, they were not allowed to do so in the past 2 years. But it's back on this year, and that is happening from the 18th of July to the 29th of July. So get your kids registered. It's free. It's free of charge. It's coming to you via the THA. So give your kids the opportunity to get involved in this sports camp. There's going to be stuff like tennis. You're going to have basketball, football, cricket, athletics, golf, jump rope. First time I'm seeing this one, but jump rope. And of course, we have netball. And it's going to be held in various places. So I guess they are going to branch you according to where you are from. I'm seeing Shore Park, Mariah, Roxborough, Speyside, Mount Pleasant, Bonaccord, Jubilee Park, and Pigeon Point. So get your kids signed up. It's a great way for them to spend their summer vacation. It's a great way for them to get active over this summer vacation. Yes, and of course it's free of charge, and I think they are providing lunches for the kids. So get them involved this summer with that THA Sports Camp. Right? Then we have the inaugural District Sports and Family Day, and this is going to be happening at the Idlewild Recreational Grounds. This is happening on the 1st of August, which is a holiday for us here. So it's a great way to spend your emancipation holiday. It starts at 9 And of course, they usually say they start at 9 and finish at 5. But of course, we Tobagonians never finish on time. Never start on time, we never finish on time. But it starts at 9. Yeah, so find your way. Something to do on the holiday. Find your way to Idlewild for the District Sports and Family Day. So this is a new one, the Caribbean Auto Fete. And this is going to be held at the Shaw Park Cultural Complex on the 31st of July. Right? It will be streamed by Tobago Sports Live. Of course, we always encourage you to make your way there. If you cannot, we will stream it. You will be able to see what's going on. Of course, it's auto, so we are expected to see cars. What about the cars? I guess you'll have to get there to find out. Yes? The second annual Tag Team and Ironman Classic Triathlon. We had Mr. Kelton Thomas here with us last week, and he would have given you an inside view of what this triathlon would have included, what it is all about. So, of course, it's something for you to look forward to. That's Sunday, September, the 25th of September, 2022. Registration begins from the 12th of July. So, registration has already begun. So, get registered. The only way you can win some of that nice prizes, those prize monies and the hampers and all the other prizes, is only if you get registered. So get registered. You can find them online and be a part of this second annual Tag Team and Ironman Classic. Yes, I also have, I thought my producer had the flyer. I was waiting for him to bring up the flyer. The Chief Secretary Golf Charity Tournament that is happening on the 30th of July, and that is going to be at the Magdalena Golf Course. Of course, we have the Kids 7v7 football tournament happening in Speyside. That is on the 16th of July, which is this Sunday. So we have some action happening up at Speyside this weekend. And of course, that's Yaya's tournament, in case you did not know. Yaya was here with us last week, and she would have explained, you know, why she kept this tournament. She wants to give back, especially to where she's from. So that tournament is kicking off this Sunday up at Speyside, the Speyside grounds. Right, the Cricket Fever, we have the Cricket Fever in Tobago from the 13th to the 18th, so that is currently going on. That is happening at Roxborough. And then we have from July 20th to the 25th, they would be at Shaw Park. So we're going to have some cricketing action happening on those said dates. Of course, all these flyers can be found on our social media pages. In case you missed anything that I would have said, you could either watch back the live or check our social media for the flyers, right? So we have also junior netball training happening every Saturday at Shaw Park Hardcourt. The monthly fee is $200, and the ages is from age 7 to 13. Right? Registration fee is $100. So if your kids are interested in netball, they are interested in being on a netball team, participating in netball, learning about netball, you can send them out to this, let them have a ball. Yes, it's only $200. All right, and we have the name Stewart's Ballers Association. They present Village League Netball, a Village League Netball competition, and this is in Speyside. So they are heading to Speyside. Of course, they're going to have a Village League competition and some fantastic prizes there to be won. I'm seeing first prize is $3,000, second prize $2,000, and third prize $1,000. So that is also something that you could look forward to happening up in the east. So while the next flyer takes its time to come up, we also have the Johnny Hamilton basketball camp. That is going to be coming to you on July 29th and 30th. Now, this gentleman is having camps all across Trinidad, and of course, he found it necessary to come across to Tobago as well. So, who knows, maybe we'll have him on the show to talk a little bit about this tournament. So stay tuned. Join us, of course, next week to find out if he will be here to basically tell us a little bit more about that tournament. If not, we are going to get the information and of course relay that information to you. Of course, we have the concept coaching football that is happening on the 27th of August, happening at the Plymouth grounds, and that is where we're going to see the youths. And when I say, I should say juveniles in this case, because they are the ones of the lower age group. So I think they have under 5, under 8, under 10 are the categories that you're going to be seeing in action. So get the kids out to these football camps. One more thing that I had on my list here is the Tiger Tanks Grassroots Clinic Camp. Now, they found it necessary. They found that Tobago needs development. And not only Tobago, they're actually having this camp, I believe, in Trinidad as well. But of course, I'm going to give you the Tobago dates. And coming closer to the time, we are going to have Mr. Anthony Roy to come on and give you more details about this camp. Right? So it's a grassroots clinic camp. And there's also a grassroots D-license workshop for the coaches. So the camp is free and it is open to both boys and girls between the ages of 5 and 12. And with that package, with them signing up and coming on board, saying that they're going to attend the camp, just note that I said it was free. The kids, the package includes, they're going to get a ball, they're going to get a jersey, they're going to get medals, and they're going to get certificates of participation. So this is something that you definitely don't want your kids to miss, especially if they are into football. It's an opportunity for them to learn from foreign-based coaches. Of course, the coaches as well, our local coaches here, they have the opportunity to be a part of the Grassroots D-license workshop. That, however, comes at a cost. It's $100 US. And of course, you can contact Mr. Anthony Roy for more details. I don't have his number for you, but I am going to post his flyer on our social medias sometime later, either today or tomorrow. All right, so we'll take a short break. That's all the stuff I have for you today. We'll take a short break and then we'll be right back to wrap up. Yeah.
The ultimate football tournament starts here. It's the Ministry of Sport and Community Development's 7-a-side tournament, powered by Red 96.7 FM. Rep your community in the battle for the Small Gold Championship with over $40,000 in cash and prizes to be won. Get ready to take the field, men and women, to challenge the teams from communities across TNT. Visit the Red 96.7 Facebook page or email us at red96football@gmail.com for more registration details. The Ministry of Sport and Community Development's 7-a-side tournament, powered by the Bigger 96, forged from the love of sport.
Put a smile on your...
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Patricia Nicholson Richards to
Come
a
to
top
Tobago
story.
Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here.
Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood
Spearsides Marine
in Tobago fishermen.
When will the
Sion
Roxborough
Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still
at the
find
islands
treasures like the golden
continue to
waterfall.
rise in Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported. Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Let's go!
And welcome back. Of course, we are looking to wrap up. Right, I was trying to wait on Mr. Cricket. He was trying to speed here from the airport, but we want him to get to his destination safely, so we told him, take it easy. I'll handle for tonight, right? One thing or one event that is happening on the island that I forgot to mention is the TNT Wolf League. Of course, you know, we want to support our girls, give them the full support when it comes to them playing football. Of course, we never know which one of them we will see on the women's national team. So those games are happening at Plymouth. Of course, we are going to update the pages as to when these games are going to be taking place. They have games almost every weekend, right? So stay tuned to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and for those updates. Yes, so once again, in closing, of course, we want to congratulate RSS Phoenix, Rising Superstar Phoenix, on their win. Of course, they're cupping, I should say, the national title for both juveniles and for the junior champs. They would have cupped both titles with some fantastic performance in track and field. So kudos to them and congratulations to them, and I hope they continue doing great. Of course, I want to shout out some of the persons on the live. Yates, Kayla Yates, Jane Beckles, Joanne Andrews, of course our ever so faithful Charmin Chapman. A pleasant good night to you. She's saying, Cams, where's Mr. Cricket tonight? Mr. Cricket had some interesting work to do in Trinidad today, of course involving cricket, and I know he would have liked to be here to share some of that information when it comes to the under 13 cricket team, I think it was. But unfortunately, he cannot make it tonight. So I guess he'll just share that information with us next week. And you know he does have a lot to talk about. Yeah? Marcus, I hope you get home safely. I know you was rushing trying to get here. Unfortunately, I know you will not be able to. Once again, I would like to say good luck to Miss Kiefer Devines out there in Jamaica. Their first game is tomorrow. The national rugby team is out there, and they're going to have their first game. So good luck to Kiefer, and of course, good luck to the team. Yes? Of course, I would like to encourage all the athletes that are participating in any sport this week. You will never know where Tobago Sports Life would be. You'll never know what clips we pick up. Of course, we want to start back our Player of the Week segment, and you never know if you'll see yourself. Yeah, so when you go out, put your best foot forward. You'll never know if you'll be able to see yourself, and of course, you may get a prize. So, put your best foot forward. I'm encouraging you to do so. We have a lot in store where this show is concerned. Of course, we want to keep it informative, interactive, and of course, entertaining. Marcus, I have it tonight. I have it tonight. The night and then here, I have it tonight. Right? With that being said, guys, continue to back us, continue to support us. We cannot do this without you. This show won't make sense if we don't have viewers. So thank you for the continued support. Thank you for supporting us. That's the end of another show. We'll see you guys next week on Inside the Game. Do have a good night, guys.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!